Lucas, it's summertime.
I know what that means.
You know what that means? Avengers Assemble! Avengers The Age of Ultron. So Avengers Age of Ultron is the sequel to Avengers, and it is apparently the end of Phase 2 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I've heard Ant-Man is going to be the end of it, but I'm confused as hell by now.
I have to research.
They're all, fighting together as a team. Hawkeye, Black Widow, Hulk, Captain America, Iron Man, who else?
Thor.
Yeah, Thor. I think I said Thor.
No, you didn't say Thor.
Oh, my bad. At some point, then Tony Stark says, you know what? I'm gonna build an AI to help us out. And then, that the whole thing's a being AI, thing short circuit, and then Ultron
takes a mind of his own.
And guess who's there to save the day? The Avengers! So guys, let's get into Avengers Age of Ultron. This was a movie that Lucas and I were both ecstatic to see. I even wore my Iron Man t-shirt for the occasion.
I do not have a Marvel shirt.
Yeah, you didn't have a Marvel, but we did have posters. Our posters are out there. Basically, Age of Ultron, the trailer looked amazing, and you know what? For the most part, it lived up to the hype. For the most part, it's been 3 years since the first Avengers came out, and it's just awesome to see old friends back again. It's awesome to see Iron Man back. It's been 2 years since we saw Iron Man again. It's been 3 years since we saw the Hulk again. It's been a year since we saw Captain America. It's been 2 years since we saw Thor. And, everyone else, it's been 3 years, pretty much.
Pretty much.
And seeing their dynamic once again is just great.
It is.
I love seeing them together, especially, Iron Man and...
Iron Man is freaking awesome.
Iron Man's awesome. One of the things that I absolutely loved about this movie was that Hawkeye
got a lot of character development.
It was more expendable in the first one.
I kind of felt that.
Well, in this one, now he feels like an actual primary character in this one.
Which is very good.
And not only that, I thought he had the best moments besides Hulk and Iron Man in this one. Not to mention Ultron, which we'll get to in a little bit. He also had some of the best lines in the movie, like one of the lines he was saying to Scarlet Witch. We'll get to also a little bit. There's a lot of things happen, but we'll get to that in a little bit too. He had one of the best monologues, well, not monologues, but like dialogue sharings with Scarlet Witch. And after I heard that, I was just like, you know what, Hawkeye?
Oh my God.
Hell yeah, Hawkeye. Hell yeah. Chris Evans always kills it. Iron Man, Robert Downey Jr., you know him.
He's so fucking
He's gonna kill it. Chris Hemsworth, the Thor, always kills it. Mark Ruffalo as the Hulk, also, he's amazing here as usual, like you think.
One of the things I love, one of the scenes that I loved is the I'm trying to pick up the hammer.
That was pretty. And
that was pretty good.
I remember,
everyone tried.
But when Cap tried to pick it up, when Hulk was like, oh god, no, and Thor was like, oh god, the theater, there was a oh, it's a total blast from start to finish. It's a total blast. My favorite scene in the entire film, though, I have to say, was Hulk. Yeah, there are so many just great moments in that one scene. One moment I don't want to give away. I cannot give away one moment I'm thinking of right now, but
you guys are gonna love it. When
it had me busting out in laughter.
Me and Austin were both dying.
We gotta talk about the villain, Ultron.
Ultron, played by James Spader.
Yes, and James Spader was absolute. No one else could have played Ultron but James Spader.
No one else could have. He had the iconic role.
Oh yeah, hearing his voice in that robot outfit, it was just, I could have imagined a voice better than James Spader, seriously.
He was.
And not to mention, he was hilarious as well.
He was hilarious.
Now, in terms of Phase 2 villains, the only two villains that were good were Winter Soldier and Ultron. Ultron was more verbally intimidating, I thought.
No, Ultron was more verbally intimidating, while Winter Soldier was more looked like he had
physically, and he was more physically and intimidating. We also have some new additions to the cast, not just Ultron, but we also have Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver. Quicksilver I'll get to a little bit, but Scarlet Witch was badass.
Scarlet Witch was
I loved her.
Her development throughout the movie was just outstanding.
She was great.
She started off small, and then her character started to build throughout the entire movie.
Yes. Also, Vision. This is not really a spoiler, but Vision was in this movie, and Vision kicked so much ass.
He did. Oh my god, Vision was
so great. Amazing. Joss Whedon. It's remarkable that he put in 4 to 5 more characters. Actually, yeah, 4 to 5 more characters, but still everyone had their moment to shine, and still everyone had their balance to it. Amazing Spider-Man 2, take notes from Age of Ultron. Seriously.
Yeah, it does need to take notes.
And the action, honestly, was better than the first one.
It was a lot better.
Again, for the most part, was a lot better than the first one. For the majority, yeah. I think in the last hour alone, the action was absolutely incredible.
It was.
And not to mention, guys, see this in IMAX. See this in IMAX.
Please.
I mean, if you want to get the full theater experience possible, see this in IMAX. See this in IMAX 3. That's what we saw it in. We had a hell of a time with it.
We did.
Sadly, I have to say, guys,
there are some negatives.
the first Avengers was actually better. In my view, I thought it was actually better.
I kind of agree too.
The first half an hour, I felt that things felt a little rushed. Or I'm sure I say things just felt way too sudden. Like, for example, Ultron. Now, Lucas did counteract with me, but at the same time, I still feel like, I mean, his turn from being, oh, look, it's top of the Avengers to, whoa, what? I just, everything felt way too sudden with Ultron at first.
One of the things I do kind of point out, one thing I did tell Austin about this is, look, take an example when you saw Ex Machina, because it's like two movies we both saw back to back that are both AI. One of the problems with AI is, AI can, like, once they fully develop AI, it can turn quickly.
I just felt that you could have let him breathe out a little bit more. Because
I agree, but I felt like logically it made sense.
Yeah, logically it can make sense, but just story-wise, I just wish story-wise it could have just been breathed out a little bit more. That's all I'm saying.
A little bit more.
Also, Quicksilver. Now, the reason why I'm saying Quicksilver is because last year, there's a movie came out called X-Men Days of Future Past. And that was, if you guys remember, my number 2 favorite film of the year.
That was my number 3.
And one of the best scenes of the film was the kitchen scene involving Quicksilver.
Oh my god.
Here, Quicksilver, I honestly did. He didn't stand a chance against Days of Future Past Quicksilver.
He didn't.
But also, he did have some cool moments.
He
was funny. He was funny. But not. He just wasn't as stand out-ish as the Days of Future Past Quicksilver, I thought. I thought that the film was missing those wow moments in the first Avengers. One of my favorite parts in the first Avengers was when out of nowhere, when Captain America said to Hulk, "You might want to get a little angry now." Well, I'm always angry. All of a sudden, he just goes right into the big monster. During that moment, I was clapping so much, and I cried during that moment.
One pause that I do have that I don't think you mentioned, though. How freaking hot is Scarlett Johansson? I'm just gonna fucking say it. How hot is Scarlett Johansson in this movie?
So overall, Avengers Age of Ultron, while it is not as good as the first one, guys. Sorry to say, but it's still a worthy sequel. It is still a worthy sequel. It's a blast in the theaters. We both have the same score, I believe.
Yep.
So we're both going to give Age of Ultron a 4.5 out of 5. There are some things lacking, and there are some parts, and there are some parts of the first half an hour that I felt were a little rushed. But otherwise, guys, it's a total blast in theaters, and it is a great start.
Go see it with a great crowd.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And it's an absolute great start to the summer movie season. I cannot wait to see what the summer has to offer now.
Absolutely.
Alright, guys, that was a review of Avengers Age of Ultron. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Comment and let us know below, what is your favorite film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe so far? I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch. I'm also on Patreon if you guys want to help me make better videos. Also, guys, subscribe to the Putnam Crew channel. Subscribe to my gaming channel, AP Games. All the links are in the description below. And it's the next review. We'll see you guys next time.
See you later and stay awesome.